I can mention that 20 2017 to 2021 is my worst years ever. That was the hardest part, especially in 2017, where when
Damn.
when I re- when I reached the age of 20. So I was planning to, and again, for those who are listening right now to the podcast, this is a trigger warning. Um, I'm planning to, planning to do that, and I have this like elaborate note.
I think the term that the kids use is unalive.
Yeah, it's better uh you said it rather than me. Again, anyway,
Okay.
I've elaborate like notes, what I like to say to them. What what happened was, I think, I feel like it's a divine intervention, where I decided to end all of this around December, where the final the final month of my 20 years. But what happened was, um I got invited to a wedding during those those dates. So
Mm-hmm.
that didn't push through. So when that happened, dude, it was spiral from there, and I don't know what came to 2021, where I started to feel myself again, or maybe because I think we started the logistic company that year. But again, I don't know.
I
But
remember that.
yeah,
I remember that business.
yeah. So that what I think that was the starting point of where I get myself to my shit together. Because if you're the president of a startup company, dude, you have no time to have an episode, or or have uh a manic episode. You have to be a professional. You have to handle the the the
Yeah.
documents. You have to handle clients. That sort of thing. I think that
Yeah.
helps me um recover during those dark years. But that 2017 to 2021 was a hell of a years, man. Hell of a years.
That was an era.
True. That was the era. That's why when I started the podcast, my main focus, my first podcast is to have a conversation as much as people as possible, because having a conversation with people is kind of therapeutic for me,
Yeah.
and that's
Getting
what
out
I
of your own head,
realized. Yeah, that's what I
pro-
realized.
probing into other people's heads.
Yeah, rubbing people's head, discussing their fears. You know what's weird? You know what's weird
So,
when for example, when other people speaks up about their mental health problems,
mhm.
I feel like that I'm helpless in a way that I want to help them, but they have to help themselves. I know it's kind of a selfish
Oh
way
yeah.
to put it, but it really
No, that's
it
true.
is true. It is
It's
really
true.
true.
I was
No,
gonna
because
say, yeah,
no,
true count, but
no. The
but
reason why I
yeah,
mention it, because when people talk about depression, they talk about they're lonely, they have no one to talk to, they have no one, basically no one is helping them, that sort of thing. And when they're having this manic episode, they're trying to reach out to a lot of people, having do this and that. But the reality of it really have to start with you. Like it must have you should have something that should start the the therapy, or self accountability. Well, for me, that what started
I
it
mean
all.
that that's true to an extent. Like when you're what's it called? When you're depressed, yes, you should like seek. You should try to figure out your own coping mechanisms, um But at the same time, w- when you're suffering from depression, and I mean really suffering, when you're crippled by it, when you don't have enough energy to get out of bed and brush your teeth, when just the idea that, oh, I need to brush my teeth, I need to take a shower, I need to eat a meal, I need to drink water, I need to do the dishes after eating is exhausting. I mean, how do you help yourself in those situations when just the thought itself is exhausting?
You really can't actually.
And and I say this with like very uh it's very delicately, because the only way that I found myself out of my depression was taking medication, and that's not accessible to a lot of people. Medication is expensive, and there is still stigma around it. Um, but I'll tell this to anyone listening right now. You it's okay, it's normal to take medication. It is a tool. It is a tool that will enable you to take care of yourself. It's something that you use like a supplement, the same way a diabet like going back to diabetics will use insulin, anemics will take iron. Is that the right one? But
Maybe.
right, anemia is an iron deficiency. Is that
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
um Someone suffering from depression will take an SSRI to help balance hormones, so that, oh, now I have the energy to open the windows for sunlight. Now I can get sunlight. Now I can drink water. Now I can make a cup noodle. Because sometimes preparing a meal, ordering a meal is very difficult. And you really just need to survive. And surviving is exhausting. Existing is exhausting when you have depression.
Mm-hmm.
How do you help yourself when you have it takes all of your energy to exist?
True. Yeah, yeah. Um,
On top of the thoughts of like, I don't want to be a burden to someone. What if I message them and they're busy? What if uh like I message and they tell me that they're doing something and they can't talk, and then I just like wasted their time. Like, you're fighting those thoughts at the same time.
yeah. Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Um, does the medication helps you personally?
Yes.
Really? That's good.
The uh the only thing, like, warning that I feel like is applicable uh is that it takes time to find the correct medication for you. The first medication that I had was first medications, plural. I was prescribed something for panic attacks, for maintenance, and then for sleep. Something in that concoction gave me migraines every single day.
Ick, ick.
So so and on top of that, finding the correct doctor is also going to take time.
True.
I only saw that same doctor for a month and or like 2 or 3 sessions before saying this is not working. She changed my medication, but like the therapy, the talking part was
Mm-hmm.
not, I didn't vibe with her. So it take and you're trying to find the correct uh medication for you. You're trying to find the right doctor for you, that one that you're comfortable with speaking to, and at the same time you're fucking depressed. That like it is a chore to get up and pee. Like that is the level of depression that you're talking about when someone decides to go see a doctor. Because like when someone decides to go see a doctor, you don't need to question if they tried Jesus, okay? Like
Fuck.
you, you don't need you don't ask them, "Oh, do you pray?" Like, "Yes." He's not hearing me. I think the connection's broken. Like
The Wi-Fi is broken.
PLDT. I don't, like someone that is resorting to medication and doctors doesn't want to hear how, oh, you just need God because we've tried that. I can all but guarantee that's all but guarantee. I can pretty much guarantee that we have tried pleading to God. Like, and it seems that he just doesn't give a fuck. It's silent.
True. That is true, my guy. That is true. Um, the reason I ask this because we have a common friend. I don't
Okay.
want to mention her name, but we have
Okay.
a common friend that I've spoken to, and we have this conversation from time to time, and we came around about taking the medicine. Um,
Mhm.
she mentioned that um she wants to stop taking the medications because sometimes she felt like she's wearing a mask where
Mm,
yeah, that's the exact word that she
I've heard
used,
that.
but is she felt like she's just using the mask to smile, but when it wears out, it it falls out quickly. So I think, yeah, I think finding the right medicine and the right doctor for it. I haven't really tried to go to therapy because
That's the half the battle is finding the doctor and the medication.
true. Yeah,
But
I
go ahead.
no, yeah, I haven't tried going to therapy because one is hella expensive, and I don't know if I'm cheap as fuck, but it's hella
No,
expensive.
it's expensive. It's expensive to go to therapy. It's expensive to get medication.
True, but here's the thing though. Finding the right doctor or having a person who have this type of conversation, it's difficult because when she or he speaks up differently, like for example, do you pray? Dude, the vibe is off already. It's off.
It's my biggest ick.
Or if a doctor or if a doctor said that, have you gotten a lot of sleep lately?
Oh, yo. Okay, okay. To be fair, okay, to their credit, sleep plays a large factor
No,
in
I
your mental
agree.
health.
I agree.
To their credit.
But
But
sometimes
yeah, I know what
men
you're saying.
the brain is it's at fault. It's your brain is at
Like,
fault.
yeah. Especially like imagine you have insomnia and they're like, "How's your sleep?" Non-existent.
Oh,
Like,
dude, here's the fuck up part. For example, I have insomnia and I think I need medication. Oh, you need insomnia. So how's your sleep? What's your daily routine? Wh- What time do you go
And
to
then they
sleep?
blame like, "Oh, you didn't work out. Oh, you're not active enough." It's like I'm not active cuz I can't sleep and I'm tired.
And the fucked
Which
up and the
is
fucked up
actually a
part
very
is,
good example of like why like medication helped me is
mm-hmm,
because I was taking medication for sleep. I sudden I suddenly had energy to go to a take a walk. You know, it's a that's why it's a tool. Medication is a tool. For some people, it is a solution. Some people just their brains don't work right, and they really do need that. But for a lot of cases, it is a tool. But sorry, go ahead.
nah, I was about to say I'm about to share that when I was in Titana and I've got in trouble because of that ID. Just a stupid thing. I'm still pissed about it. So a little context. Um
Let's go.
so I wear a wrong coat. So in Titana you have to wear the coat that they prescribe you, and I wear the suit, just typical suit, because they look alike. But the guard
Okay.
isn't having it. So he got my ID. I go to the guidance, and the guidance said, "You have to sing the hymn," but I don't want to.
What? You need to sing the hymn
You know that it's I know for some
to prove
people,
what? To prove you're a student? Like,
yeah, and I
is
mean,
that the verification? Sing the hymn?
yeah, for some people that's just a small thing, but for me, I don't want to. That's the problem. So I rebelled for a week. Then they suggest to go that I go to guidance. So I went to the guidance counselor. So
Uh huh.
we talk, and she invited my mom. So we talked for a couple of hours. Then when it's our time, when my appointment came around to have a solo interview or solo conversation, he said, and I quote, "I think you have high functioning depression, and I don't know if you want to go to the psychiatrist. I think that's the right term.
Uh
With
huh.
with the word
With the medications,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
psychiatrists. Yeah.
yeah, I think you have to go to psychiatrist, but um you can skip it if you follow our weekly meeting. For me, it was exhausting as fuck because you already you already give a prognosis that I have a high functioning depression. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you even a doctor, bro? What the fuck? Then I talked to my mom, and she said, uh, I think she's the first one who got the news that I have a high functioning depression. And I was like, yes. So, is it because I just want to sing the hymn?
Like, what's your evidence that I have a high functioning
No, because
depression?
so I think he got it from my time in LaSalle, where
Yeah.
I told the story why I transferred from LaSalle to Manila Titana. And that's
Yeah.
the only reason he got that sense of this dude has a high functioning depression. When going gets tough, he ran. No shit, because I don't want to sing, and you're forcing me to sing the freaking stupid hymn that I don't want to do it. Again,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
listeners right there, I you might be calling me a little stubborn or a little spoiled, but again, if there's an authority that asking you to do something that you don't want, it's okay to say no, people. It's okay to decline. It's okay to say
Like,
no.
I I mean, are you stubborn? Yeah, certainly. Would it have been less stress to just sing the fucking hymn? Probably.
Probably
But
so.
like when you're high functioning depressive, it's like you you are you familiar with the spoons?
No. Please tell me the spoons.
there's there's this thing about like about having a set number of spoons. Like if you deal with chronic illness, um everyone has just a unlimited amount of energy. You have this, like a checklist of things to do throughout the day, and you just do as many as you can, and then you're good. You're fine, whatever. But when you deal with chronic illness, it's like having a very limited amount of spoons, and you have to spend a spoon for one task or maybe three spoons for another task, and suddenly you have no spoons, you have no energy, so you have to like ration it, and you just did not have the energy to sing the fucking hymn that you could spare because the rest of it was spent getting to the place for them to tell you that you had to sing the stupid hymn.
And I think that's one of the reason that that the therapy I got turned off to the therapy. I know I'm generalizing here, but if
Mm.
if you got that prognosis that you have high functioning depression and when the going gets tough you ran, like, no shit, Sherlock, I know. What should I do? But they're forcing me again. I know some people, you have you just you just have to sing. I understand that, but the point that I'm trying to make here is I I got my they got my ID for no fucking reason.
Mhm.
Why I have to get my ID just to sing? Like, I don't want to. I just don't want to. You can catch the entire episode exclusively on YouTube. It's youtube.com at the Nick Barellano Show. It's youtube.com at the Nick Barellano Show.